This morning show proudly presents Real Men of Genius.
Real Men of Genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Still Hasn't Taken Down His Christmas Lights.
Mr. Still hasn't taken down his Christmas lights.
Only you would have the marbles to proudly display your unsightly trailer park holiday cheer in mid-January.
Celebrating all year now.
Your refusal to undecorate in no way implies that you're too drunk and lazy to get out the ladder.
Santa might return in March now.
If your nativity scene stays up any longer, your three wise men will need lawn chairs to watch the fireworks display in July.
Baby Jesus needs a burger now.
So go ahead, pop another Budweiser in your bathrobe and stare mindlessly at the brown stick in your window that used to be a Christmas tree. Because after all, there's less than 350 shopping days left till next Christmas.
Mr. Still hasn't taken down his Christmas lights.
KHJ Los Angeles.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You're listening to the radio.
The radio program you're currently listening to is both lowbrow and esoteric at the same time.
It's just two guys making out. Relax.
So, another Jack Glaze salmon and anything for you.
Wait, what is Jack Glaze?
It's our special sauce that we put on the salmon. It's molasses and honey and Jack Daniels.
It has alcohol in it? No, he doesn't drink.
Oh, don't worry. The alcohol cooks down with the fish.
But what if you get the sauce on the side and it isn't cooked with the fish?
That would explain why we have so many drunk kids here.
Unfortunately, something horrible happened. I don't think it's anybody's fault. It's just one of those things. It's an accident for a reason.
That is so stupid.
Getting drunk in the morning. Who are you, Kathy Lee Gifford?
We may not hook up with women, but we really understand women.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Why are you so happy?
End of the week.
End of the week?
What's today?
Is it Tuesday or Wednesday?
It's Friday.
Well, somebody owes us a Thursday. Either that or 2 Wednesdays.
Good morning, my people. It's your morning shot of adrenaline.
So, are you having a good Friday?
So far, so good.
And we're just getting started.
Guess what time it is?
Well, what time is it?
It's showtime.
It certainly is. The Mike Show. So happy you could join us right here, right now on Radio 434, the Radio 434 apps, and radio434.com. You can also get us on Alexa. How do you get our live show and our feature channel on the Alexa device? Well, you enable the skill. You just do that one time. You say, Alexa, enable the Radio 434 skill. And she will. And then every time after that you want to listen to Radio 434 on the Alexa device, you just say, Alexa, play Radio 434. It's so darned easy. You can get our podcast on Alexa. That's even easier. You just say, Alexa, play The Mike Show VA podcast, and she will. You can find it on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, RSS.com, pretty much everywhere you get your podcasts, and you can also find it on our website, radio434.com. Just go to the Mike Show channel and just click on the link to our podcast, and you can listen to every episode that we've ever recorded. It's kind of like our virtual time machine. And if that's not enough for you, you can even watch the show on Facebook Live at The Mike Show VA. That's our social media handle, at The Mike Show VA. All one word, no spaces. All right, coming up, it's the finally Friday edition. And I was, this week has been wrought with, I don't know, we took a nice long vacation, a nice long holiday between Christmas and New Year's. Even took a little bit of extra time and then came back on the 6th. And I was so proud and so raring to go. And then all of a sudden we have this big, huge snow and ice storm that impacted us the day before we're all supposed to come back. And then, we get that call. Hello, LCS students, blah, blah, blah. Your kid doesn't have to go to school. And then, it's like, here, I need a sound effect for that. It's, yeah. And then we get the call the next day, and then and then the next day, yeah. And then there's all these people that were without power and didn't have any heat, and oh man, it was just a mess of a way to start 2025. But it has been such a busy week, regardless. And I was looking at the calendar, and then I was looking at our events calendar. And we had our Mic'd Up pop-up concert, the first one of 2025 last night. Thanks so much to Jim. Jim Ballmer is an incredible talent. You can listen to and watch the video from last night. If you didn't join us at Three Roads, you can listen and watch the video on our Facebook page at The Mike Show VA. But I woke up and I was concerned that tomorrow or today, that we would have a big event that I had to go to and do. And then another big event on Saturday. And then my daughter's birthday party on Sunday. That was a good one. But I looked at the calendar and I realized all that stuff happens next week. So literally this weekend, we have absolutely, positively nothing to do this weekend. Now, of course, Tab is going to keep it busy. Because that's just Tab, and we're gonna have to take the remnants of the Christmas decorations that have not been taken back to the storage space, and we're gonna have to haul those back, and we're gonna have to do this before everybody comes over for Maddie's birthday party, and it's gonna be a thing, and then we've got another Snowmageddon in the forecast. All right, and I realize it is January. It's the beginning of January. We're in winter. But what the heck is the temperature? 19 degrees right now in downtown Lynchburg. 16 at the airport, but nobody lives at the airport. So it's brutally cold. We're going to get another blast of winter. We've got a winter storm warning in effect. Or a winter storm what is the official? I don't have a meteorologist anymore. I miss Jennifer Naramore so much. Here, let me go to AccuPoopers Global Digital. Let's see. Let's click on that and let's type in. Yes, it's 22. Well, now it's 22. My phone says it's 19. The app says it's 22. And where is the... Okay, we got a winter storm alert. Is that for us? I don't know. See more. I want to see more. Okay, here we go. No, that's California, and that's here. All right, 24504. See, when I had my own meteorologist, I could just call up Jennifer Naramore and say, "Hey, Jen. Okay, we got a winter storm warning." I was right. I was right. Sun followed by clouds today. Cold, high 33 tonight. Snow much of the time, accumulating 3 to 6 inches. Untreated roads will be snow-packed and slippery. Low 23 tonight. And then, how's it going to continue? How's it going to progress? Yes, winter storm warning starting at 1 p.m. today. The snow impacts starts around 7-ish tonight after the sun goes down. And then it goes through 7 a.m. Saturday. Total accumulation they're calling for. I'm not going to call it, but I'm going to say heavy snow expected. Total snow accumulation between 4 to 6 inches. So this could be interesting. Again, the second big snowstorm of 2025. So there. Oh, damn! I had the graphic up. I'm sorry. The graphic ran out, and I was looking at another screen. So I'm not redoing this segment. Coming up, We are going to get, really, really smart with your 5 random facts. We're going to get really, really dumb with your stupid criminals. But we're going to get even smarter. See, we've got 2 smarts for 1 dumb. So you will be so much further ahead with this show today because we've got nerd news. It's This Week in Science. It's just science. Don't be afraid. Or be very afraid. All right. Only 1 in 3 people say it's acceptable to swear at work, to drop profanity at work. This new poll, we're going to talk about this, and we've got our top list that we're going to do. Top things you should never do at work. All right, there we go. That's all on the way. This portion of our broadcast is brought to you in part by CMA's Honda of Lynchburg.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? CMA's Honda of Lynchburg is here for you. Our legacy of quality service speaks for itself. Drive away today in a Honda that's perfect for you. Trusted by the Lynchburg community for years. CMA's Honda of Lynchburg. Owners just care more.
Three Roads Brewery is Lynchburg's gathering spot. Enjoy the relaxed open atmosphere of the Lynchburg Tap Room with plenty of space to unwind or outside on their expansive patio with friends and the entire family. Check out Three Roads games, arcade style, darts, and more. And of course, an excellent selection of craft beers brewed on site. Grab a Three Roads today at their tap room, 1300 Court Street, downtown Lynchburg, their tap room in Farmville, or anywhere they serve great beer. Three Roads is also available at area convenience stores and supermarkets. And if they don't carry Three Roads, ask them to. Brewing community, Three Roads Brewery.
On December 23rd, a fire next to the Free Clinic of Central Virginia's building caused significant damage to the clinic, leaving the entire building affected by smoke and fire damage. The building has been temporarily condemned as assessments are underway. Free Clinic is devastated to share that they will be closed for an extended period of time that is still to be determined. To patients, they are so sorry to cancel appointments, especially during the holiday season. Please know Free Clinic is working tirelessly on plans to continue serving you in other locations as soon as possible. Your care remains their top priority. To the community and volunteers, they need you now more than ever. Please donate to Free Clinic of Central Virginia. Visit freeclinicva.org/donate for more information. Thank you for standing with us during this challenging time. Together, we will rebuild and continue serving our community.
The Mike Show on Radio 434.
Radio.
4, 3, 4. Attention all employees. This is your boss. Regardless of the recent bad weather, you are all expected to show up on time, ready to work as usual. Don't try to scam me, people. A little snow or sub-zero temperatures or 4 solid inches of ice that might send you spinning to your frozen death is no excuse. I make my wife go outside and scrape my windshield every morning. You can do the same. If you won't lay your life on the line for a meager paycheck and a soul-draining work environment, well, you're just not an American. But I know you are Americans. So I'll see you here tomorrow, bright and early. Morons.
The Mike Show. Now, that alone would make me want to swear at work, wouldn't it? Well, these days, it seems like people are willing to run their filthy mouths everywhere, even at work. Do you try to censor yourself in the heat of the moment, or do you just let the words fly? Well, there's a new poll out on profanity in the workplace, okay? And 9% of people say it's completely acceptable to swear at work. Another 23% say it's somewhat acceptable. Not everybody is chill about it, though. 28% say it's not very acceptable. 31% say profanity at work is not at all acceptable. They didn't break it down by types of workplaces, and they didn't differentiate between angry, aggressive cursing or just casual conversational profanity, assuming you consider those to be different things. But they did break it down by demographic. Profanity is far more acceptable among younger workers than those 65 and older, among men than women. Let's reread that. Profanity is far more acceptable among younger workers than those over 65. Oh, okay. ... Among men than women, and the among men than women, and in the Midwest than in any other region in the country. Okay, so it's more acceptable among younger workers, among men, and in the Midwest. Now I got it. Could that have been written a little bit better? Anyway, damn it! People were asked about profanity in front of young children. 5% of people say it's completely completely acceptable. Another, can I get a sound effect here? Another 11% say it's somewhat acceptable. 25% say it's not very acceptable. 54% say profanity in front of kids is not at all acceptable. Younger adults and men were also more likely to say that it was okay than older folks and women. But what about the Midwest? And finally, people were asked if they censor themselves on social media. 13% of people say it's completely acceptable to curse within their own social media posts. Another 24% say it's somewhat acceptable. 26% say it's not very, and 29% say profanity on social media is not acceptable at all. So if you cuss at work, here, what about this? If you're having a potty mouth on the job, if you're guilty of that, learn some alternative exclamations from these employees.
What? We aren't getting quarterly bonuses anymore? Ugh, these cheap cork soakers.
The snack machine's broken again. Monkey Farmer. Fargo, North Dakota.
Ah, I broke a nail. Oh, Shania Twain.
Footballs. Son of a bocce ball.
Not another copy machine jam. Fire truck.
Fran Drescher.
All right. So with that brings us to our top list. 1 in 3 people think it's okay to use profanity at work. Fortunately, we can all agree on the kinds of stuff that have no place in the office whatsoever. Specifically, anything from today's list. It's our top list today. Top things you should never do at work. Okay, so I'm going to use this sound effect because it's top things you should never do at work. Okay, here we go. Number 1. Leave the volume up when you use Chat GPT to do your work. Shouldn't do that. Top things you should never do at work. Quote Hitler in the workplace or on a coworker's birthday card. Top things you should never do at work. I like that, even on the coworker's birthday card. Top things you should never do at work. Make the action figures on display in your cubicle 69. Say blah, blah, blah in the middle of the sexual harassment training. Top things you should never do at work. Use the break room fridge to store what is that? Your fentanyl. Top things you should never do at work. Actually bring your kid to work on Bring Your Kid to Work Day. Top things you should never do at work. Greet the UPS guy by spreading your legs and saying, "I've got a package for you." Top things you should never do at work. Start a conversation with your female boss by saying, "Hey, listen, doll." Top things you should never do at work. Type something angry, then hit reply all. And top things you should never do at work. Take a drug test. I mean, seriously, dude, run now. Just run. The Mike Show. It's what is today? Oh, finally Friday. Coming up, what do we have? Oh yeah, we have news, and we have not headline news. That's all on the way. This portion of our broadcast is brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's Subs.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one. Good idea.
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
From brand new to lightly used, CMA's Honda of Lynchburg's got you covered. Shop our growing selection today and find our best deals on our entire inventory. That's savings on every single vehicle. And on our used cars, take 3 days to love it or leave it. Plus, we'll buy your current vehicle. Trade in with us and get an unbeatable offer. Start shopping and saving today. CMA's Honda of Lynchburg. Owners just care more.
It's the 5th annual United Way 5K on the Runway, taking place on Saturday, April 26th at 5 p.m. at the Lynchburg Regional Airport. The course is fast and flat, following the taxiway next to the main runway. Experience planes and all things aviation in this unique race to benefit the United Way of Central Virginia. For more information and to register, visit uwrunway5k.com.
The Mike Show on Radio 434.
Local. Global radio.
4, 3, 4.
This is not headline news. Paris Hilton lost her Malibu home to a wildfire. The good news, that's where her recording studio was. Several Hollywood events have been canceled. Not because of the fires, but because the town's best Botox doctors had to evacuate. A Chinese company unveiled a robot vacuum cleaner with an AI arm. It's good for picking stuff off the floor, like toys, socks, and Tommy Lee. Jimmy Carter's funeral yesterday brought together all 5 living presidents. However, there was brief confusion when the pallbearers went to pick up Joe Biden. This is not headline news.
No, it's not. It's the Mike Show, however. And we've got a winter storm. What is it? A winter storm warning in effect starting at 1 o'clock today, ending 7 a.m. Saturday with, let's see, heavy snow expected, total snow accumulation between 4 and 6 inches. And that could start this afternoon or this evening. We should actually start to see measurable snowfall. So keep up with that. What's the temperature now? It's 22. That's your downtown tower cam looking at the river, checking out the fountain. It's not frozen over yet. All right, coming up, we are going to get really, really smart. We've got your nerd news this week in science, but I want to say Happy Quitters Day. The second Friday in January is when people are most likely to throw in the towel on their New Year's resolutions. But here are 3 times when it might actually make sense to give up on your goal, or at least reassess your goal, okay? Let's see. Let's do it from the bottom up. That's the way I like to do it. If reaching for your goal has exhausted your resources or capacity for sustained effort, and our capacity, let's reread that, our capacity for sustained effort isn't infinite. And pursuing our goals can lead to burnout. So by learning to let go of some resolutions that feel exhausting or impossible, you free up space to set more realistic and achievable goals. So in that case, pivot. When your goal no longer resonates with you. Maybe climbing the corporate ladder was important to you in your 20s and 30s, but now you're in your 40s and 50s and you found that, spending more time with your family is what really matters. Now, in that case, scoring a promotion at work wouldn't necessarily be a great goal to pursue, even if it does have its benefits. And then finally, this is number 1 on the list, when you're motivated by the wrong reasons. Sometimes we pursue a goal just to prove other people wrong or to soothe our own fear of failure. But when a goal doesn't align with your core values and needs, it's really hard to stay motivated. So there you go. Happy Quitters Day. Coming in. But by no means is that an excuse for you to just quit and say, well, Mike said I could quit. No, not necessarily. Sarah Lee makes pies and cakes. Coming up, we are going to get really smart with your 5 random facts, and we're going to talk with some folks from the Lynchburg Community Market. That is all on the way. This portion of our broadcast is brought to you in part by CMA's Honda of Lynchburg.
From brand new to lightly used, CMA's Honda of Lynchburg's got you covered. Shop our growing selection today and find our best deals on our entire inventory. That's savings on every single vehicle. And on our used cars, take 3 days to love it or leave it. Plus, we'll buy your current vehicle, trade in with us, and get an unbeatable offer. Start shopping and saving today. CMA's Honda of Lynchburg. Owners just care more.
Hi, I'm Megan Huffman from Share Greater Lynchburg. Our website seeks to magnify, equip, and connect our local nonprofit community. You can find ways to donate, volunteer, shop for, or attend events for over 180 organizations. For more information, please visit our website, sharegreaterlynchburg.org.
There's nothing like holding a freshly grilled Jersey Mike's cheesesteak. It's even better than holding a winning $1 million lottery ticket. For starters, Uncle Sam takes half. Then you buy some useless stuff, like a tiny suit of armor for your cat. And before you know it, your sister's cousins and Uncle Frankie come knocking on your door for handouts. Bing, bang, boom, you're back to zero. So if you want to play a winning number, order a number 17 Mike's Famous Philly. Freshly grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
The Mike Show on Radio 434.
Radio
4
3
4.
And now it's time for
Random
facts.
Yep, that time of the day we cram your head full of usable information, and you can tell it back wherever the heck you happen to be. We don't know where you go, we don't know what you do, but quite frankly, if you say any of these 5 random facts back, someone in the room is bound to say, wow, maybe, I don't know. All right, here we go. Number 1. The Pet Shop Boys named their first album Please. So people could go into record shops and say, can I have the Pet Shop Boys album, please? That's the album with West End Girls on it. Number 2. When Queen Elizabeth II, there she is, was just a princess in 1945, she joined the British military for World War II and trained to be a mechanic. Number 3. Sean Connery had a chance. That's not him. Sean Connery had a chance to play Gandalf. Wait, that's sounding more like that guy. Anyway, Sean Connery had a chance to play Gandalf in the Lord of the Rings movies, but he turned it down because he didn't understand the scripts. He was even offered a piece of the back end of the movies that now would have been worth at least $450 million. Number 4. Only 4 presidents didn't appoint a single Supreme Court justice. William Henry Harrison, I knew him well, Zachary Taylor, and Jimmy Carter didn't have an opportunity. And Andrew Johnson nominated 1, but he was rejected by the Senate. And then number 5. Before a hurricane, the 2 top-selling items at the Walmart are Pop-Tarts and beer. And those are your 5 random facts.
This has been today's edition of...
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Random facts.
Yeah. But what about a big snowstorm that's impending? Yeah. It's probably still Pop-Tarts and beer. I know it's going to be beer in our household. All right. Coming up, we're going to get really, really smart. Smarter est with your nerd news. This week in science. It's just science. Don't be afraid. Now, this portion of the broadcast is brought to you in part by Lynchburg Community Market, and they have a delayed opening tomorrow due to the forecast. They're going to open up at 9 a.m. Tomorrow, January 11th, to ensure everybody's safety. And if the storm conditions get any worse than what they are forecasted, then just check them out on their social media and on their website. If you visit lynchburgcommunitymarket.com, you'll see what their hours are and if there's any closings or anything like that. But as of now, Lynchburg Community Market on the corner of Main and 12th Street in downtown Lynchburg is going to be open tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. So start off your Saturday in downtown Lynchburg. Get all your produce items. You can even get gift items, all kinds of one-of-a-kind crafter items as well. Shop their stores inside, not just the farmers market outside, but inside as well. They've got a full bakery. They've got a coffee roastery. They sell all kinds of great stuff at Lynchburg Community Market, and you can check them out and check out a complete list of vendors at lynchburgcommunitymarket.com. So check them out there. All right. As mentioned, coming up, we have nerd news. We also have your audio vault. That is all on the way. Stay tuned.
Join us down at the Lynchburg Community Market and experience all that one of the nation's oldest farmers markets has to offer. Grab some lunch from our restaurants and shops, or shop from our awesome selection of artisan, handmade goods in our crafters gallery. Swing by on Saturday to check out our farmers market, where you can shop from the freshest selection of local grown produce, meats, and more. The Lynchburg Community Market, located in downtown Lynchburg on the corner of 12th and Main Street. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 7 to 2 year-round. For more information, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Lynchburg Community Market.
Three Roads Brewery is Lynchburg's gathering spot. Enjoy the relaxed open atmosphere of the Lynchburg Tap Room with plenty of space to unwind, or outside on their expansive patio with friends and the entire family. Check out Three Roads games, arcade style, darts, and more. And of course, an excellent selection of craft beers brewed on site. Grab a Three Roads today at their tap room, 1300 Court Street, downtown Lynchburg, their tap room in Farmville, or anywhere they serve great beer. Three Roads is also available at area convenience stores and supermarkets. And if they don't carry Three Roads, ask them to. Brewing community, Three Roads Brewery.
The Mike Show on Radio 434.
Radio
434.
All right, time once again for Nerd News. This week in science. It's just science. Don't be afraid. Or be very afraid. Covering the most important news for your brains. Here's a rundown you may have missed. Mathematicians calculated the perfect body type for hula hooping. And yes, curves help. They found it's a lot easier for people with a thin waist and curvy hips. In space news, the first satellite made of wood was deployed from the space station and will orbit the Earth for the next 6 months. Handcrafted Amish satellites. NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL, near Los Angeles had to close because of the fires. And a study found it'll be easier to grow food on the moon than on Mars. Apparently, the soil is better. In lava news, scientists think that they've pinpointed where the supervolcano under Yellowstone will erupt. Yeah. But they say it probably won't happen for hundreds of thousands of years. Hear that, 2025? Can we just have a normal year? In Back to the Future news, a scientist or a physicist at Vanderbilt claims that he solved the grandfather paradox. It's the idea that if you traveled back in time and killed your own grandfather, what would happen? Would you just vanish? He says that in something called a time loop, the laws of thermodynamics and entropy wouldn't apply. So killing someone would only be a temporary event. He says it's evidence that time travel is theoretically possible. Okay. So linearly. That's what people thought time travel would be. You know, all things would progress in a linearly fashion.
Linearly.
Yeah, in a straight line or nearly straight line. But he's saying because
entropy.
The thermodynamic quantity representing the unavailable blah 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 blah. Let me do a quick deeper dive into this. I can't see how that could be possible because, you know, how would you be breaking a timeline, or is the multiverse? Is that what they're suggesting? Interesting. I'll link this deeper dive up on our social media if you want to deep dive for yourself. Coming up, we have sounds, and we are going to lovingly place them in your ear holes. That is all on the way. This portion of our broadcast is brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's Subs.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one. Good idea.
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
From brand new to lightly used, CMA's Honda of Lynchburg's got you covered. Shop our growing selection today and find our best deals on our entire inventory. That's savings on every single vehicle. And on our used cars, take 3 days to love it or leave it. Plus, we'll buy your current vehicle. Trade in with us and get an unbeatable offer. Start shopping and saving today. CMA's Honda of Lynchburg. Owners just care more.
On December 23rd, a fire next to the Free Clinic of Central Virginia's building caused significant damage to the clinic, leaving the entire building affected by smoke and fire damage. The building has been temporarily condemned as assessments are underway. Free Clinic is devastated to share that they will be closed for an extended period of time that is still to be determined. To patients, they are so sorry to cancel appointments, especially during the holiday season. Please know Free Clinic is working tirelessly on plans to continue serving you in other locations as soon as possible. Your care remains their top priority. To the community and volunteers, they need you now more than ever. Please donate to Free Clinic of Central Virginia. Visit freeclinicva.org/donate for more information. Thank you for standing with us during this challenging time. Together, we will rebuild and continue serving our community.
The Mike Show on Radio 434.
Radio 434. All right, let's open it up. It's your audio vault for today. Our collection of bits and clips and viral audio for your ear holes. I think you'll like it. Well, are you cranky, angry, irritable? Well, social media may be impacting your mood. Here's a PSA to help you avoid getting mad.
Do you have MAD, mean and dysfunctional syndrome? Symptoms include rage scrolling, passive-aggressive posts, and yelling you're wrong at strangers on TikTok, X, Instagram, and Facebook.
Social media. It's not just for loneliness and depression anymore. Side effects include losing faith in humanity and debating your aunt about the existence of lizard people.
Ask your doctor if touching grass is right for you. Don't get mad, stay sane.
Yeah, I wish we could touch grass right now. All right. We have a couple music-related things that we're going to do. This is kind of funny. Somebody has mashed up Ozzy Osbourne while he was with Black Sabbath and Britney Spears. They call it Sabbath Toxic Sabbath.
Nobody will ever let you know that you're toxic.
All right, I love that. All right, hey, the same YouTuber who did Led Zeppelin as a 50s band last month has another video out there. It's Guns N' Roses as a 50s band. Here, listen.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want, honey. We know the names. We are the people that can find whatever you may need. If you got the money, honey, we got your disease.
All right. They used AI to redo the entire album, by the way. That was back from 1987. So they have another one. They have, Sweet Child, Oh My I.
She's got eyes of the bluest skies as if they thought of rain.
Amazing.
I'd hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain.
Oh, wow.
Her hair reminds me of a warm, safe place where as a child I'd hide and pray for the thunder and the rain to quietly pass me by.
Wow. All right, there's a question trending on the TikTok and other social media. Where are you really from? Okay. Now me, I'm from just outside of Pittsburgh, originally. But I live here in Lynchburg, and I've been here since 2011. So am I not allowed to say I'm from Lynchburg? Well, let's think bigger. A TikTok show, Subway Takes, talked to a New Yorker who said, you can't claim you're from New York unless you were born in New York.
If you're from New York, you got to be born in New York.
100% disagree. That's not accurate.
Why do you disagree with that?
Because you can be from somewhere.
Yeah.
But I can say I'm a New Yorker, I believe.
If Jesus was born somewhere else, it would be a different story.
We're bringing Jesus into this?
It's about birth, where you're from. You can have kids in New York, and they could be New Yorkers.
My child who was born in New York.
Yeah, he's official.
She's a New Yorker.
Yeah, you suspect. New York is a brand, and they keep trying to infiltrate that.
Thanks for coming on the best show in New York, brought to you by a guy born in Egypt.
Yep, a suspect.
Wow. All right. There is a new trend on TikTok. It is labeled the full bush in a bikini movement. Here's somebody talking about why she's so into this idea.
Full bush in a bikini. Full bush in a bikini. I won't share it, but there was this one Etsy review for a bikini where the girl had a full bush, and I got radicalized by that Etsy review, for real. Like, yeah, that's how it should be.
Yikes. Here, let's play that. Skip that. Skip that. Oh, that one we'll do later. Let's go to the news. Los Angeles police are now saying that the Kenneth fire was intentionally set and that citizens detained the suspect. Here's a senior lead officer, Charles Dinzel, talking about what happened. Oh, wait, no, we were going to do that for Stupid Criminalz. Okay, let's back it up. Let's go to sports. Last night's first college football semifinal game between Penn State and Notre Dame went down to the wire with only 36 seconds remaining and tied at 24. The Fighting Irish intercepted a pass, maintained possession, and attempted this game-winning field goal.
41-yard attempt. Snap and hold are good. The kick is good! Notre Dame has won the Orange Bowl, and Marcus Freeman is taking them to the championship game.
All right, so the final. Notre Dame 27, Penn State 24. Texas and Ohio State play tonight in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The winner meets Notre Dame in the national championship on January 20th in Atlanta. We wrap up Audio Vault with a comedian, and today is no exception. Here's comedian John Mulaney on buying his first house about 10 years ago.
I have a wife and a dog, and we just bought a house. We have a new house. It was built in the 20s, but it was flipped in 2014, which means it's haunted, but it has a lovely kitchen backsplash. Actually, we didn't buy a house. A bank bought a house, and I'm allowed to keep my shirts and pants there while I pay it off for 30 years. The woman from the bank came over, and she showed me my mortgage broken down month by month for 30 years. And she said, so for instance, this is what you'll pay in July of 2029. And I burst out laughing. I was like, 2029? That's not a real year. By 2029, I'll be drinking moon juice with President Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I'm not going to be writing you a paper check.
All right. That is your Audio Vault for today. Let's reach over here and lovingly grab the handle, but firmly give it a tug. There we go. Keep all that sound inside. Coming up, we are going to get, really stupid with your Stupid Criminalz in .news, and then we've got some good news for you as well. This portion of our broadcast is brought to you in part by CMA's Honda of Lynchburg.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? CMA's Honda of Lynchburg is here for you. Our legacy of quality service speaks for itself. Drive away today in a Honda that's perfect for you. Trusted by the Lynchburg community for years. CMA's Honda of Lynchburg. Owners just care more.
Hi, I'm Matt Bright, the new owner of CRI Digital Impressions. And I'm excited to announce a new chapter in the century-long history of CRI. Mutual Press was founded in 1927, and in 1973 it merged with CRI to become CRI Mutual Press. In 2002, it was renamed CRI Digital Impressions. I also own Bright Images, which has provided print and media services to the area since 1995. Yes, there is a new owner and a new location, but the same commitment to quality and service. In fact, quality and service are the cornerstones of my business philosophy. Quick turns and service with a smile. From business cards to banners and pamphlets to paperback books, we can provide all your printing needs. Call, visit us online, or stop by our location at 3022 Memorial Avenue, Lynchburg. We look forward to serving you.
Getting a Jersey Mike's sub Top Mike's way with onion, lettuce, tomatoes, oregano, and the juice is the bee's knees. Actually, it's better than the bee's knees. I mean, what's the purpose of knees on bees? They don't crouch, they just buzz around. But Mike's way has a purpose, topping your sub the authentic Jersey way. It's the cat's pajamas. Wait, cats don't wear pajamas. Mike's Way is better. Let's just leave it at that. Get your sub top Mike's Way. Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
The Mike Show on Radio 434.
Radio
4
3
4.
All right, time once again for Stupid Criminals in the News. All right. A serial butt slapper is on the loose in Colorado. Police are asking people to help identify him. A woman in the Denver suburb of Lakewood was out jogging on New Year's Day when he drove up behind her on an e-bike and slapped her butt. Then a day later, he did it again to a different woman in the same area. Same area meaning same part of town, but also on her butt. On her butt?
In the buttocks.
No, on her butt. At least 2 other incidents have been reported so far. Someone got a shot of him on his e-bike, but you can't see his face. The serial butt slapper might sound funny, but he could face sexual assault charges. Then there is... Oh, good Lord. There's this. Police in Polk County, Florida are looking for a man and a woman who stole around $500 worth of cleaning supplies from a Family Dollar store last month. And it's the employees who really need those cleaning supplies, because while the guy was collecting the cleaning supplies in a cart and wheeling them out, the woman distracted the staff by relieving herself right on the floor of the store.
In the buttocks.
No, out of the...
I think I may need a kidney transplant.
Yeah, exactly. Because, there aren't any more details, thankfully, but the police are referring to them as Mr. Clean and Ms. Dookie. So it's very possible that she definitely went number 2. Ms. Dookie. There's footage of them from the store's surveillance cameras, but as far as we know, the police are still trying to track them down. So back to the story we were going to do in Audio Vault, but then I changed my mind because it should be here. Los Angeles police... Take 2. Los Angeles police are now saying that the Kenneth fire was intentionally set and that citizens detained the suspect. Here's the lead senior officer, Charles Dinzel, talking about what happened.
What we know right now is that the incident started here, and about 30 minutes later, a suspect was detained over in Woodland Hills area by citizens. It's being investigated as a crime.
Okay. Let's see. Is there another story, or are we going to good news? A Rhode Island family is suing a vet after they left surgical tools inside the dog's stomach after surgery. Unfortunately, the dog did not survive. Here's Kristen Brayton talking about and explaining what had happened to her pup.
We all were looking at the x-ray. Like, it's not even possible that there are scissors in my dog's stomach. But by that point, she was so sick that if they had done the emergency surgery, she probably wasn't going to make it. So we had to rush the kids, out of school. They had to say goodbye. I was not expecting to put her down. I was expecting overnight stay with fluids, maybe antibiotics. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I was coming home without my dog.
Wow. There is good news in the world, and we like to share it during this particular segment because there is so much stupidity. Do we want to do this one, or do we want to do this one? Let's do this one. A couple in Canada who got married in 1968 just saw their wedding photos for the first time. Margaret and Barry Sharman didn't have enough money to buy their photos back then and never even got to look at them. One of Margaret's bridesmaids works at a museum now, and someone randomly donated the photos after buying them all at a yard sale. Here they are telling their story.
I got a text from my girlfriend, Sandra Farnick, who is the president of the museum in Enderby. And she said in the text, "Margie, have you got your original wedding pictures?" And I said, "No, Sandy." I said, "We were never, ever able to pick them up because we didn't have any money." She says, "Well, I'm looking at them." The museum in Enderby got an envelope that said Towers Sharman wedding, July 20th, 1968.
She was one of the bridesmaids.
So that picture was so emotional to see.
We're going to have them framed properly and put them but we can see them because we haven't seen them for over 56 years.
Wow. And that's the good news. The good news is brought to you in part by the United Way of Central Virginia. It's the 5th annual United Way 5K on the Runway, taking place on Saturday, April 26th at 5 p.m. at the Lynchburg Regional Airport. The course is fast and flat, following the taxiway next to the main runway. Experience planes and all things aviation in this unique race to benefit the United Way of Central Virginia. For more information and to register, visit uwrunway5k.com. All right. Well, that is it. That is the program. We are back Monday.
Goodbye. Don't come back.
Now we're back Monday with another thrilling edition of The Mike Show. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thanks for tuning our way. And if you're listening in your car right now, thanks for the ride.
Scotty, beat me up.
So this is it. This is the end. I hope you and your companion had a good time listening. And hey, if things went really well, do me a favor and name the baby
Mike.
Ron. Ciao.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
Who's going to do the dishes?